One cafe, right?
Yes.
With a friend?
Yes.
Okay, so I went to a cafe.
I went to a cafe with friends.
Yo! What up? Oh fuck, where's my hat? Oh no, you can see me. Ugh. Alright. Waiting for people to trickle in. We'll continue doing what we're doing here. Idle down, idle left, idle up. Up, down, left, idle. Walk down, walk left, walk right. Okay, idle right's here too. Okay. Idle down. Bum 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 bum. Idle left. Idle up. Idle right. Walk down. Mr. Dapperton, what up? Yeah, you're the only one here for now. I'm gonna start up the Postal documentary once more people start joining. Turn that down a bit. Yeah, we'll finish the Postal documentary tonight, but I'm gonna wait until some of the others get in here. I know Lotto Fato's the one who recommended it, so he'll probably want to be around for it. Okay, what's going on, man? How you doing? I see the cutscenes for your game. Pretty sick. Pretty nice. Very nice, very nice. Walk left. Doing pretty good? Hell yeah. Did you make any sales on your game? Walk right. Just copy paste this. $40? Hell yeah, dude. That is what's up, man. 40 on what? $2.99, $4.99, or $6.99? I know you're like fucking around with the prices. Walk up. One, two, three, 4. Okay. And then idle right. I think I have idle right. Yeah, I got idle right. All right. This guy's done. Half for $6.99 and the other half for $2.50. It's on sale. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, dude, for like RPG games, you know, especially if there's like not a lot of content, or not RPG games, like RPG Maker games. Like there's a certain stigma that comes with RPG Maker, and I don't like it. I don't like it either. You know what I mean? Like, I think RPG Maker is a fine engine. I think there's been plenty of great games that have come out in RPG Maker. But if it's just like out of the box, you know, RPG Maker, nothing like crazy is different about it. You know, I think there's a certain stigma that comes with it. Like, people are like, you know, like, oh, fucking $15 for an RPG Maker game? Yeah, right, you know? That's why I said to adjust your price for the most part. And don't take any disrespect from it. I don't mean any disrespect from it. I'm thinking of like a, I don't know, optics, I guess. Okay, this guy is done. This guy is done. So we got Tweaker, and the Tweaker's working. Yep, Tweaker's working. Redneck NPC, Redneck wife needs one. Wait, did I do her already? I did not. Okay, Redneck wife needs one. Redneck NPC is good. Did I do the hillbilly? I did not do hillbilly. Okay. Yeah, we'll do hillbilly. Hillbilly. Idle. Up. Let's copy that. Actually, I need to delete that one. Project. Hillbilly, idle anim. Delete that. Yes, sir. Thank you. Just delete that as well, I guess. I got a horror movie recommendation. The trailer sucks, but at least it doesn't spoil anything. It's seriously a 10 out of 10 movie. Best I've seen in a decade. What movie? What horror movie? I am a connoisseur of horror movies as well, man. Blink Twice. It's free on Prime. Stars the famous Channing Tatum. It's his best role. Are you trolling? Blink Twice. Hillbilly idle down. Okay, Hillbilly idle down. We'll copy. Trailer sucks. Okay. Idle down. Give me a second. I'll look at it. Up. Left. I'm trying to knock these out. I told Fire Sickle I'd knock them down. Billy Idol, right. The Busy Builder. What's up, man? How you doing? Knocking out some animations real quick, and then I'm going to we're gonna finish up the Postal 2 the Postal 2 documentary. Okay, idle up, right, left, down. Okay, Hillbilly walk. Right now I'm like I need to animate or get the animations rigged up for these sprites in Unity. It's just like the town folk, just NPCs. I just need them walking around. I'm just rigging them up. Fire Sickle's actually going to. He already has code for it. He just needs to link them all, link it all together. So he just needs the animations for them. I'm okay. Had a little live earlier. Now dinner and bed soon. Yeah, would you stream, bro? Hillbilly walk down. Walk up. Walk left. And walk right. Okay, let's get this guy going. Idle down. So, idle down. Idle left. Idle right. Idle up. Walk down. Scratch built a new doghouse cover for a model HMMWV I'm working on. A Humvee. Humvee, is that right? Going to try to build one a month until I get my real one. Are you getting a Humvee? Hell yeah, dude. I saw one on the road the other day. I used to work on them motherfuckers, dude. Oh my god. I say work on them. I did like basic maintenance checks and shit. Change some tires. That's pretty much it. I wasn't like changing out fucking, you know, parts or anything. Hillbilly walk down. One, two, three, four. Oops. All right, looking good. Hillbilly walk left. No head bob, but whatever. Hillbilly walk right, and we'll just copy this bitch. Boop. And flip it. Add property. Sprite renderer. Flip X. Boom. Okay. And walk right. Cool. Cool. And then walk up. Yep. They run easier when the tires aren't flat from sitting in storage for months, and the run flat ring is removed so they can actually be balanced. Interesting. Them bitches drive slow as fuck, dude. Unless they have like a regulator on them, because we only ever got them to like fucking what? Like, I mean, they're screaming at 60. They are screaming, dude. They're screaming at 60 miles an hour. I had to drive one from fucking Wisconsin to Illinois for my unit got attached to some national. This is when I was active duty. We were in Wisconsin, like doing some fucking we're supporting the National Guard, like helping them out, like with their fucking monthly thing or whatever. And I had to drive down to Illinois, and like I was commo, so like we set up internet, phones, and all that shit for them to use, and it was a pain in the ass. Okay, walk up. So idle, boom. Right leg, idle, left leg, and kill the animator, or kill the sprite. So boom, boom, boom. Alright. We are good. We are good. I think that's everyone for now. I think that's all I need. I did. Nope, I need the wife still. Yeah, the NPC wife. Okay, one more. One more to do. Billy, wife, idle, down. Idle up. Idle left. Idle right. Guys, if you ever have any questions of what I'm doing, feel free to ask. I'll try to explain the best way I can. If you got any questions about the project, Unity, or anything, let me know. Yeah, the older ones had terrible gearing. I'm hoping to get a 1097 or 1151, and with the more turbo diesel Duramax, they can do 65 to 70 easy, where I'll be moving to, I won't need to go that fast anyways. Okay, nice. You going out to the country? 480, not 460. Okay. But the wife said I can get one, so I'm saving. Plan on start bidding. And oh yeah, how much? I think I saw them going for like what, 10 G's. You can get them around 10, can't you? Shit, we make plenty of them. Fuck, dude. We make so many of them fucking things. Hillbilly idle. Okay, hillbilly idle down, idle left, idle right, idle up. Hillbilly walk down. Walk up. Walk right. Walk left. Alright. 10 G's for a fully decked one. Fully decked out pristine one. I can get a running one in the 3 to 5K range if I go for the right one. Really? Shit, maybe I should get one, man. It ain't that expensive. I just fucking run one of those. Because the only place I ever use my car would be back and forth to work. So, and like jiu-jitsu. You know, I could probably get one of them fucking things and get it running. I mean, there's an abundance of parts out there for Humvees, man. So, yeah, parts are plentiful and there's still tons of aftermarket. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Tires, I bet, are expensive, though. I bet that's the most expensive thing. I just remember driving with them, man. Like, they're so fucking, like, I'm pretty tall, so, like, being scrunched up, like, you can't move the seats back that well, that much. Are you getting the one with the, with no doors, like the cloth doors? Or they got, like, the plastic doors? I'll be moving to Washington in a couple years. At max highway speeds are 65. Damn, you going to Washington, bro? Be careful. I don't know why I said be careful. Like, last time I heard there was, like, a bunch of riots in Washington and shit. There's always something going down in fucking... Oh, wait, Washington. Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington. Even then, I don't know. I live in Florida, so it's fucking... I don't know. Animation sprites. I'm going to look for one with no doors or top, as it's cheaper in the long run to buy new doors and roof after. Yeah. I mean, like, even if they would upcharge you for sure on, like, having those. You can buy them aftermarket, right? With probably better materials, because the ones they use, like I said, they're cloth or some type of plastic. And they, like, the ones they fucking, the ones they'll give you are probably, like, really shitty. Like, if you got them in auction, probably tears and shit in it. Urban Florida, Jensen Beach. Sounds familiar. Jensen Beach does sound familiar. Idle down. Boom. Idle left. Boom. Idle right. Boom. Idle up. Walk down. Hair shifts a little bit, but whatever. They also sat out and rotted in outside storage for years. Yeah. East Coast north of West Palm. Okay, all right. I know where West Palm's at. Wife walk left. Walking left. Boom. 15. Oh, I forgot to remove the weed out of her mouth for that side. 30. 45. Inspector. Cord. Boom. Boom. Yeah, it's still there. I'll have to remove it. I'm just going to bid on a running and rolling chassis. Doesn't even have to start. Diesel is easy to get back up, and my neighbor is a Hummer mechanic too. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to get his hands on that. It's a cool little project. Hang out with the neighbor, drink a few beers, and work on a car. It's American dream, bro. I love that shit. Hillbilly wife walk right. Okay, yeah, it's the same one as this. Walk left. I'll just copy paste this one over. Copy. Paste. And then add property. Switch their transform renderer. And flip it. Boom. Now we walking. And then wife walk up. Boom. 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 Let's go. We're good. All right, got those ready for fire sickle. And let's make them into prefabs, actually, project. Redneck. Make sure I delete this one. Deleted. Okay. Redneck NPC 1. Redneck wife. Redneck well. We only need one of those, but we're tweaker NPC. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. He helped me do the leaf springs and transmission mount on my Camaro. Oh, shit. What kind of Camaro you got, dude? You got an SS, 1969. Yeah, it's gonna sound corny, you know, because it's gonna be very stereotypical because I'm Italian. But I always wanted an IROC. I always wanted an IROC. I was like this close to getting one too. I saw one 1980 fucking IROC or 1990 whatever. 78 Sport Coupe with severely modified 305. Nice. Let's see, 78. Oh, you know what? I think those are the ones I like with the fucking like they kind of look like the Batman front. Yes, dude, these are sick. These are dope as fuck. I was looking at these too, man. These are so awesome. They got like the Batman kind of front. These are cool. Yeah, easily one of my favorite Camaro designs. Let me see if they have any on like Maple Motors. Hold on. Maple Motors always got some like cool looking cars. They got like Chevy Novas. A lot of dude, Chevy's made some fucking banger ass cars back in the day. Got some Stingrays. Mine has a 3-inch cowl hood and copper brown base color, copper to green shift paint stripes. Nice. Let's see. We got some Corvettes, Mustangs. I think that's a Judge. No, that's Camaro. Yeah, Camaro. Oh, wait. Oldsmobile. Cutlass Supreme. And a Cutlass Supreme. These look like fucking... These don't look like Camaros. What was that? Was that a 67 convertible Camaro? Yeah, 1967. Chevelle be a car I'd get too, man. That might be the one for me. Not with all that crap though. Oh look, there's your 76 Chevrolet Camaro. And we got our 5.0 fucking Mustang. Impala. They usually got some cool shit on here. I think the coolest car they had on here was a fucking Fiero, but it was like a weird one. Like it was like they partnered with somebody to make the Fiero. Good luck finding even a running 78 for below 6K right now. Yeah, it's never happened. It'll never happen. I think this one's 15K. This is a 76 for 15. $67, 34,000. You got yours for 2K? That's crazy. 71 for 32. Well, that's a Chevelle though. I don't know. Me and my wife are really into the old cars. Obviously lack of funds, and that's why we drive Honda. That's why we got the van, and I am carless. I've been carless. I haven't had a car since I was like 18, dude. Lotto Fatto, we've been waiting for you, man. You're just in time, actually. I just finished what I was doing with Gawkbound for tonight, and we're gonna finish up the Postal 2 demo. I was waiting for you because I knew you wanted to watch it, or not Postal 2 demo, but documentary. And drove it from Colorado to home. Nice. All the way to Jensen? Colorado to Jensen? God damn. Me and my wife's anniversary is coming up, and we were gonna go to Tennessee, get it like a Airbnb. I've never been to Tennessee. She wants to move there, so I was like, now's your chance to like, fucking sell me on it, right? And then she was like, I don't think we can afford it. I don't think we can go. I was like, all right, but I don't think she took into account. Like, I think Steam's gonna pay me again for idle streaming Bonanza. Not much. It's not much, but it'll definitely cover, like, it should cover some, a good portion of it. All right, guys. This is done. Not Gawkbound. It's not finished, but a lot of it's done. Why is Riot open? GitHub. All right, let me push this. Added animation. Oop, no. Added animations for the Hillbilly, Redneck, and Tweaker Commit. Push. All right, let me tell. Give me a second. I'm gonna tell Firesicle that's ready. Animations are pushed. All right. The progress you have made on this game is great. Do appreciate it. Thank you. No to Salt Lake on the day of the riots back in 20. Was in an unregistered car surrounded by cops on the freeway. Damn. Back in 2020? Back in 2020? File save. Yeah, dude, I'm happy with the I'm happy with the game. I'm happy with the game. I think it's gonna be fun. I think people will get a good little laugh out of it. All right, let's get on this documentary. I actually have to find it again. Hold on. All right. Going Postal. Legacy Foretold. Oh, you better... Okay, all right. All right, so where we left off, they were talking about this this shooter, this Arab shooter, and how he was like super into like goth, like this subversion or subcategory goth that were like super violent, and how he was just like obsessed with Postal, like the Postal dude and shit. So that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at.
Over-day reality.
My son can sit on the video game for 6 hours a day. I can't imagine how.
Would you like to
doing
sign
that
my
for 6
petition?
hours doesn't affect you in some way. And when you're 7, 8, 9, even younger, it has to mentally affect you in some way. And you in some way. And
Did y'all read that?
You're
7-year-old Hong Kong commits suicide thinking, or tries to commit suicide thinking she can respawn. That's crazy.
Younger, it has to
Jenkum, what's up?
mentally affect you in some way. And unfortunately, you don't see those effects until later on. They're becoming...
Did Grand Theft Auto turn an 8-year-old into a killer? Find out tonight on NBC News.
very, very desensitized to what could really happen in the world.
Violence, the realism that you find in games and movies.
The corrosive influence of a violent-oriented world.
Usually
It chopped him up. I did this, man. I fucking I found a like scissors, like hedge clippers, and I was going around just chopping everyone the fuck up.
Around a school shooting, because it's easier than talking about guns or mental health or bullying or an individual situation.
Games get an M rating for mature, meaning stores are not supposed to sell.
Manhunt 2, baby. Manhunt 2. So good. So good.
To anyone under 17.
Why kids nowadays resort to violence to resolve conflict. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me how that is and why it is continuing in the world today.
Like a lot of other pop culture things, it's an easy thing to point to.
90s were the greatest decade for gaming. I say 90s and early 2000s. 90s and early 2000s. Only because that was my experience. Whenever I was playing video games, like Sega and Super Nintendo were already out for a long time, right? I grew up with Sega, SNES, PS1, and fucking Nintendo 64. And then, I remember my dad bringing home a PlayStation 2. That is gnarly. I remember my dad bringing home a PlayStation 2, and I was, super into Metal Gear Solid.
Were you super into
I would play that game like crazy, as a fucking 6, 7-year-old kid. And he brought home PS2 and Metal Gear Solid 2, and I was freaking out. So, kids do violence because of lack of parenting. True. I agree. 9 Inch Nails rocking the soundtrack. The OG Quake can't be beat.
Politicians.
I didn't get to play Quake as a kid. I did not. Didn't have PC gaming like that.
We can blame a video game that has a school shooting sequence in it.
Oh, you get to kill kids?
He's
Oh,
a
those are
complicated
teachers.
human being who used a website to share a lot of things that he thought were dangerous and scary.
All stakeholders are responsible for the consequences.
It shouldn't be on Vince Desi to have to get in front of a camera and apologize. He didn't do this, and that guy didn't just like Postal. He liked thousands of things and blogged about it at length. Postal's in there, but Postal's in there for that person. It's not who he was in its entirety.
There are close similarities between the dude in Postal and Kim Vergil.
It's hard to not see the resemblance here.
They dress exactly the same.
No, the last level of Postal 1 elementary school is just a cutscene. Thank goodness it's just the teachers. No kids die.
The combat boots,
Slim figure, holding a gun.
the big jacket.
You'll ruin the narrative.
It is unfortunate that it's a pretty clear line of him being a fan of this to how he chose to go about this.
In his blog, Gil described what he expected of a sequel to Postal 2. And I quote, "There should be more to do other than just shooting people for no reason. There needs to be a plot and a good storyline." Gil reflected on his feelings about the video game character by saying, and this is another quote from Gil, "Postal Dude was sad before he became angry and psychotic. That's the part we've never seen in the game. He was normal, but the world made him the way he became." Much like Gil himself.
Well, you know, Postal Dude, we played Postal the other day, and it didn't even sound like the Postal Dude was sad or anything like that. He was just like, yeah, I'll go out and get the milk. You know, because you could play the game, no problem, and get through Postal 2 without killing anybody, right? Maybe not in Postal 1. I'm not sure for Postal 1, but for Postal 2, that part's left ambiguous, right? It's up to the player, you, to decide what type of gameplay experience you want to do. Is the documentary pro freedom of creativity, or is it saying Postal is dangerous? I think it's just a retrospective on the controversy that Postal started, or around the time a lot of things were starting, because it wasn't just Postal. It wasn't just Postal. It was Grand Theft Auto. It was South Park. It was Eminem. Around the time when, you know, more abrasive things started coming out, because you got to remember, like, a lot of this shit wasn't on TV. Like, I mean, like, a lot of this stuff was kind of groundbreaking for not just video games, but stuff being set on TV and stuff being said in stuff being said in music as well. And you know, it was just it was abrasive to see. You know, people were concerned about it, see how it was going to affect children and like the social whatever, like people's social lives and shit. Columbine happened around that time, 99 too. Yeah, exactly. What if they took his advice specifically for 2? According to studies from GetNux Market Data 2024, playing violent video games increases the likelihood of aggressive behavior about 10 to 20%. And 80% of the most popular video games include some form of violent content.
A regular Joe is about to uncover two sinister plots.
Today we do God's work.
We will strike a blow against America.
Postal.
Everybody should buy my book, How to Fire an Employee Without Making Him Go Postal.
Ha!
We had originally gotten an email from like an Uvable fan site. Like,
roast me. Postal was a shitty game, just controversial. As a kid, it was just a bunch of weird shit, but it was kind of done for the first time. But I never really enjoyed it. Playing it as an adult that never touched it back in the day. I think it was pretty fun. Right? It's kind of it's sandboxy, kind of do what the fuck you want kind of deal. You know, you just run around and murder people if you want. It's fun. It's funny, right? I think it's but I'm also like a kind of crass person. I like dark humor. I like you know, I like dark humor to a certain extent. You know, yeah, I don't know. Violence doesn't just like violence can be funny. Like dark subjects can be funny if delivered correctly, right?
This kid was a huge Uwe Boll fan, German kid, and he was.
But yes, the controversy definitely drove the game sales more than likely. It definitely drove it more than likely. I mean, look at Idle Streaming Bonanza, right? Do you think I would have? Do you think you guys would have heard of? Would be here now if it wasn't for the controversy with me and Pirate Software, right? Would you? Do you guys honestly think you'd be around? Would I? I wouldn't have gotten, you know, been able to rub elbows with other YouTubers or started the Chud Logic Gawkbound or even like the sale numbers, right? So definitely controversy is a big help for that.
We want him to make the Postal movie. What do you think? He's interested. Blah blah blah. You know, I was pretty familiar with his body of work at the time, Alone in the Dark and House of the Dead, and so I deleted the email. A couple weeks later, we got another email.
Because the DMCA would never found it. Yeah,
talked about it.
I knew about it before Figgy was involved.
We make
love the satire. Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Product. We know it's not the best. In fact, we might.
There's one here.
His reputation was that he was, you know, the worst director in Hollywood, kind of thing.
If anybody's gonna make the Postal movie, it might as well be the guy that's making the worst video game films.
And I was like, well, this is perfect for us.
There are other villains in the video game industry. There are other people to hate.
Okay, look, Uwe challenged to box director
G4
Michael
TV.
Bay in the ring. What would you do to him?
Yeah, let's say. Hello, Michael. No, I would like to. Oh, jeez.
No, so then obviously there's some people on the internet that are not fans of your films. And if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, the critics aren't as well.
F yourself.
You know, there's guys that are out there that
Hold on, kids are screaming. All right.
petitions, you know, against you making video game movies.
The fight was a one-sided affair. Some speculated that Boll's decade-long amateur boxing experience gave him an unfair advantage.
American audiences will have a chance to see his movies whether they want it or not, proving that Uwe Boll is a force more.
Wait, did he actually fight?
As well.
F yourself.
You know, there's guys that are out there that.
Did he fight Michael Bay?
You know, against you making video game movies.
The fight was a one-sided affair. Some speculated that Boll's decade-long amateur boxing experience gave him an unfair advantage.
American audiences will have a chance to see his movies whether they want it or not, proving that Uwe Boll is a force more inevitable than death.
Do what? Alright, give me a second, guys. I gotta get the kids to lay down. Sorry. All right, sorry about that, guys. He fought the guy that found something awful, and gave him a bad concussion. But better watch that. Better watch what he says about Uwe's movie. Uwu. What's sad is that Bull has the potential and sometimes the budget to actually make a good, solid movie if he really wanted to. I wish Trump mentioned Stop Killing Games today at the UN event. Totally unrelated, but it would have echoed through the world. And sometime the EU will look into it, but I'm not that optimistic. Yeah, I don't think it'll happen.
I'm the only genius in the whole fucking business. Goodbye.
My name is Uwe Boll, and I'm the director of the Postal movie.
You are? Oh, fuck, that's great.
What the hell?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
A company came to me and said, we have the rights to the video game House of the Dead, what you maybe know from the arcades.
Game sick.
I said, yes, I know House of the Dead. I played it various times. So we did the House of the Dead movie. Got horrible
I remember that
reviews,
movie.
and everybody hated me for it, but it actually made good money worldwide. So I continued the route to make video game based movies. This fan club said you should make a film out of that game. So then I dived
I think I
into
had it on
checked
VHS.
Postal out and found it extremely violent, funny, crazy, stupid.
I haven't got there yet.
God, I'm the damn gimp. Cheap.
Oh.
So I left it.
He invited me up to Vancouver, where he was living, and he's shooting all his movies. Great guy in person. And then we agreed on putting a deal together.
We started talking about it.
Put together what we considered to be our treatment.
This guy looks like Nick
It was
Merckx.
very violent, like Taxi Driver. I felt no. That would make it too cheap in a way.
You know, there are all that rumors out that my movies are financed with Nazi gold. And what should I say? It's true.
Our treatment of the Postal movie was diametric opposites from what ended up coming out.
Did you know about this? I didn't know about this. But I mean, it was a fun storyline. It has to do with the Crotchy doll. You know, he had Vern Troyer, who was Mini-Me in the movie, who was
Hell yeah.
really a lot of fun to work with.
Dan Clark, the line producer and producer on it, and me went to LA. So we hired Norman Bowling Casting, two young girls, basically. The agents had just started out of a little, like, shed. And they went out and invited people to read for us. So we were sitting in LA in that little shed, and people came in and out and were reading. But then Zach Ward came in.
Oh!
I remember,
What?
I can see it in my head right now. The audition room was pretty shitty. And I remember...
Bro, I never put that together. I didn't know who that kid was. I loved Christmas movie. I never knew it was this guy.
It was kind of like the
Damn.
middle of the day, a very hot day, and there was no air conditioning.
This is a shithole.
And I think I was reading for a different character. Not even the Postal dude.
He was reading as for one of the cop parts. After he left, like Dan and I looked at us and we felt like, no, that is the Postal.
He got killed by the Scorpion in
That was
2007
exciting.
Transformers.
That
He was
huge. To get to star in a movie.
he was the Butter
big
Bat
deal.
Louie. Butter Bat Louie. I never watched that Transformers movies.
Nothing for you. Come back 1 year.
And I was reading the script on a train to a charity.
Butter
event in
Bar
Santa
Louie,
Barbara,
Butter
and
Bar.
I was
Oh,
laughing
okay,
so
all right.
loudly, people were staring at me.
The lead character, the Postal dude, I mean, he's not wrong.
First Lieutenant.
What's wrong with you people? People are just dicks.
Second
He's
Lieutenant?
frustrated
Second
by
Lieutenant.
it. And he's
Butter Bar.
railing against a society that believes its own hype. So yeah, that was really appealing with the script.
I did not see it as like a shock movie or cheap humor.
The American dream is not a dream for you.
I really
They got some
saw the
actors in here, man. I didn't
possibility
expect
of
that. I thought it was gonna be
great
like some
social
fucking
satire.
In fact,
cheapo.
it is a nightmare.
I didn't know anything about Uwe's reputation.
He was in the second Resident Evil film.
I didn't know that he was controversial. I didn't know that he, was gonna fight his people reviewing his movies.
He fought the reviewers.
We have there a great opportunity
Russian
to show
guy?
the
Okay.
craziness of the world we're living in. Bringing Bin Laden, bringing Bush, September 11.
All right, well, drop me an email. Tell me what pipe you're talking
Wait,
about.
was that actually Bush?
Of the world we're living in. Bringing Bin Laden, bringing
No, okay.
Bush.
Wait, is it?
September 11.
All right, well, drop me an email. Tell me what pipe you're talking about, and I'll blow it all the way to Mecca.
The Taliban.
Avian bird flu.
And we're reading this
Bird
like,
flu.
9/11 scene on paper, and it's just not fun.
No, it's been a long time
Are we
since I've seen
fucking
Bush.
kidding? Like, we're gonna open probably one of the more.
Damn, that
offensive
sounded
movies of all
wrong.
time
That's
with,
clipped
like,
out of context.
the
Don't do it.
worst joke
Don't
of
do
all
it.
time.
The opening scene makes no joke about the victims.
Been a long
of
time since
September
I
11.
saw Bush.
But like, there was no talking him out of it. Like, it just wasn't gonna happen.
This opening scene makes fun out of 99 Virgins.
I thought it was 100. What's that? 100 virgins. They promised me 100.
Nobody wants to die anymore unless they get virgins.
And at that point, we kind of realized, like, well, this isn't our project. There wasn't a lot of video game movies being made, and we were happy to be one of them.
Do you think you'll see Putin in a future COD? Maybe a look-alike. She keeps it shaved. Jesus Christ.
Not to mention, it was going to cost like something around $20 million to make this movie, and we're like,
I don't have any money.
well, that's way higher than any of our game budgets, so something cool is going to happen here. In my mind, he's shooting like a bunch of kids making a high school film. The sets are like cardboard and just kick them over.
Cut! Wonderful scene, Sammy. Just wonderful.
This was a legitimate production. I mean, there's fucking cast trailers, there's food and beverage tent, there's cameras galore, chairs. I mean, to us, it was a different world. Like, seeing this shit going on, we're like, wow, this could be really fucking good.
Filming was a joy. Uwe was into taking every suggestion that you threw at him.
Shooting with Uwe was an adventure.
So my first day on the set of Postal was the one shooting the cannon gun off the back of a Mustang. As I'm getting wired to do that, they were lighting a man on fire. I knew I was involved in something kind of fucking crazy.
He tries to blow him out. That is great, dude.
Mustang. As I'm getting wired to do that, they were lighting a man on fire. I knew I was involved in something kind of fucking crazy.
Bring on the monkey!
You know, you first meet Uwe Boll, and he's a weird dude. Uwe's sitting there in a director's chair like this. He's got a laptop in front of him. He's talking to Germany, either over the laptop or on the phone. And he has 1 or 2 dogs on his lap. And they're not little dogs, they're big-ass dogs that he had found in Romania and adopted, which is lovely and great. But this is the yeah, go ahead, do it again, but faster. Yes, not so slow, I want it faster. Okay, go ahead. So he's producing the next film while he's directing this one.
You gotta be able to command a set, and Uwe does that great. With the accent, the German shepherds run around, just makes you feel uncomfortable.
The crew couldn't wait to see the dailies every day, so the crew came to my video village and like, show us the dailies, and they were laughing their asses off. And
Uwe Boll is pretty funny, in my opinion. I first heard about the Postal movie because he went on a podcast. Okay. Like I said, the guy can make a competent film that works. Uwe Boll is like Canon Films in one person. Now, he seems funny. The movie, like, from the clips I've just seen,
so the
looks pretty funny. We're going to have to watch that.
You know, in Little Germany, I played myself.
Maybe, like a Discord party would be cool. Discord watch? That'd be fun.
When I looked at the script, I just said to him, look, I don't speak this way. This is not me. So he was real cool about it. He was like, no, that's fine. Say what you want. My scene is like I'm on stage with them and I rip off the head of the crotchy suit and I just say,
Paul, I'm Vince Desi. What the fuck you do to my game Postal?
I don't know what your fucking problem is. The movie is great.
then we start fighting and I eventually get shot.
Oh shit!
One of the days
Oh,
I was
shit.
on set, I got there the week after Vince shot.
They throw a wee man.
Germany town. Which, you know, I mean, I take it in jest, but like that whole area was like filled with hardcore Nazi paraphernalia and jokes. Just like, whatever, this is all for fun.
Are you her dad?
One of our things as a company has always been we just don't include kids. It's just one of our things we just don't touch.
Yeah, because you worked with Sesame Street and shit.
He clearly did not have that same opinion. There was just like droves of parents with their kids lined up outside of Little Germany to get their kids rigged up for squibs and shot on film. And I remember his, I don't know, maybe it was his assistant director or his producer, sort of said to him, like, hey, Uwe, shooting kids is not funny. And Uwe's line was, yes, shooting kids is not funny, but if you shoot a bunch of kids in slow-mo and you make a montage out of it, it's hilarious. And kind of everybody in the room looked and was like, what the fuck, man?
When I saw the cut of the movie, I turned green.
And then at the first screening was the surprise of a lifetime.
I was not happy with it.
It was good, it was funny, but we're like, it's too long.
It's about 110 or 12 minutes. I would have easily cut 10 minutes out of it.
I don't know if I've ever seen a
Giga
project
Chad.
change so much from what you shot to something else.
Funny.
I got the cut of the film, and I asked Uwe if I could pass on some editing notes. And Uwe was like, yeah, go do this. This is fine. Back then, I didn't know how to edit, so I hired an editor through Christmas, trying to re-edit it to make the jokes land better and make the timing make sense. And wrote 12 pages of notes. Not a single fucking edit note was taken. No fucks were given. It was just a goddamn waste of my time.
It was suddenly this, toilet humor shock movie instead of the great social satire that I saw and read in the script.
Not only the shoot was great, but also the result is just like, I feel it's totally amazing. It's the best video game-based movie ever made.
The company that was handling the release was actually Universal. Universal had a division called Vivendi Home Entertainment, and it was kind of like their indie department. And they had two films at the time. They had Postal, and they had In the Name of the King.
Now that's a turd.
Complete piece of glowing shit.
Oh my God, is that a turd?
It cost $60 million. I mean, it had Ray Liotta, Jason Statham, Lily Sobieski.
Had Ray Liotta in it and Jason
endless
Statham?
big cast, but it was hot garbage.
It's the weirdest fucking movie. No one's got a solid accent. You don't know where they're from. Someone's like, hello, my lord. And he's like, yeah, what's up? And you're like, what?
Yeah. Yo, I gotta do like shitty movie reviews. Like just find the most god awful movies and just fucking that'd be good. That'd be fun.
What?
This kingdom consumes men like a beast. Give me the chicken. Arr, 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 arr.
This is a direct quote. I said, if you release In the Name of the King before Postal, Postal will never come out. He's released like 3 major theatrical bombs at that point. I mean, you only get so many shots at success. And In the Name of the King came out. It got this massive 2,000 plus screen release. We as a team ended up going to see it in the theater, but we were watching this.
Jason Brand has a So Bad It's Good movie channel.
We were watching our own movies' chances.
I assume it does well.
So that was $60 million, a ton of money spent in marketing, nothing left for Postal. Fuck Postal. I'm pretty sure that's what the studio did.
The plan was to release it on 1,500 screens, and in the end we got like 20. Because all the exhibitors refused to play the film.
There was a massive DVD pre-order for Postal. There was something like 1,000 screen release looking to come out. And after In the Name of the King bombed, all the theater buyers and all the DVD buyers were like,
nope.
Bye.
I still don't get it how journalists could write negative things about Postal. I still don't get it. Are they blind? Do they have no clue what a good movie is, to be honest? I mean,
That's the narcissism talking. That's the narcissism talking.
It's insane. I think it's one of the best political satires ever done.
Now, some of you may be asking, isn't crystal meth illegal? Technically, yes. But the U.S. Air Force uses it to fuel their pilots when they're on night missions over Afghanistan.
Fuck, why can't Postal, like, break through? Like, why can't we just get something out that gives us notoriety? For us, this was kind of one of those stepping stone projects. Like, this is going to be in theaters everywhere. This is going to have DVDs on the shelves everywhere. And it just ended up being kind of like another step back in the Postal story.
The whole process of Postal to shoot the film, it was the happiest time of my life. I really have to say it. It was the best shoot I ever had, and every day I came full motivated to the film set.
Out of all the video game movie experiences that I've had, Postal ranks #1. It was awesome.
That's cool. At least they had fun with it.
Threw the bird at everything holy. I dug the fuck out of it. The fact that I got to be part of something that had such...
I think casting a ginger for the Postal dude is, that was a fucking necessary thing, right?
Huge balls to really go for it, fearlessly. Be like, this is what I'm doing. Now that's
this guy never worked a day in his life. He do what he loves. True.
Postal. That's Uwe Boll. And I got to be part of that. I didn't put that shit together. They did. They're the ones who risked everything. So yeah, it was an honor. It was an honor to be the Postal dude.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that. If you're going to be offensive, you need a point. This has none, either as satire, commentary, video game, or comedy. This makes me want to watch it too.
I do remember getting a copy of Postal 3. I remember playing it, and I remember playing through it, and there were a lot of bugs, and I would, of course, report that to them. I'll be honest, I was disappointed.
Time to S3, 5:30 is going to be here too fast. All right, brother. You have a good night.
I remember Vince was very excited about it. I remember him talking to me about it when they were filming the Postal movie.
Hey, Busy Builder, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out, man. Do appreciate it. Thanks for talking.
Making several trips over there, and they thought it would be a big step in the new direction for the franchise.
Hey, do appreciate it. Thank you.
We're going to do third-person perspective, that sort of thing. And I remember how disappointed they were with Steam took it off the store. And
I think video. So I haven't seen Postal, so I can't say it's my I have nothing to compare. I think my favorite video game movie was definitely Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat movie was so good. Your soul is mine. Yo. Mortal Kombat movie was dope. No. The old one, 90s or early 2000s?
Now, the game that they got was not what they had pitched or had been expecting.
This is Postal 3, the shit
I worry that
shit
this
game.
was the end of the franchise at this point.
Postal 3?
Hold on.
My personal feelings about Postal 3. Unfortunately,
can you cook something?
Are riddled with pain. Postal 2 in Russia was a tremendous success. It was kind of like the equivalent of GTA for Russia.
Kind of a wacky time for us, because like we're struggling to sell discs here, and they're just dumping them there because kids just love this shit.
Подпиши эту петицию, или я пойду к тебе домой и убью твою собаку.
And as a result of that, our Russian partners, a company called Akela, they approached us and said, hey, let's do Postal 3.
Not super into Mortal Kombat, but the song they made for it is so sick. Started it and finished the MK movie. I didn't watch the Mortal Kombat movie either. The new one. The old one I liked. They did two. They did Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. Those were pretty good. Like they're direct, like it was a direct sequel. And then I like Mortal Kombat. I like the game. I like the older games. I think the one, like the recent ones are kind of shitty. I didn't like the recent ones. I did, however, Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat X was great. I love that one.
Sounds like a great idea.
Welcome to
But the OG
Arkella,
ones, like
one of the first
Mortal Kombat Trilogy,
ventured
those
to
are fire.
develop and publish computer games and multimedia products in Russia. Our main business directions are development, publishing,
And the PS2
and
ones were good
distribution
as
of
well.
computer programs.
Deadly Alliance.
My name's Andrei Velkin. I used to be producer for Postal 3 at Aquila. Aquila was quite big for the day, quite known both as a developer and the local publisher for Russia and CIS countries. As a developer, in fact, it was more known for working on naval-themed games, Sea Dogs or Age of Sail. The biggest known title remains to be the First Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
The arrangement was Running with Scissors would design the game in-house. We would do the character development, we'd write the script, etc. But all the coding and the game level art, etc., would have been done.
Yeah, you just sub
we
it
wrote
out.
This design up for it, and we came to this agreement with Aquila, and it was just going to
He's got a word on the ball sack.
production. The budget was going to be significantly higher than anything we had put into Postal before. There's going to be a really big team working on it. They were going to start their own development studio for it, which they did, which was Trash Masters.
Vision or the scope for P3 rival the GTA universe, so to say, was really huge, was super ambitious. It was about to cover consoles, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, make a totally new chapter in that universe, not just an add-on to the existing one, but like, let's think bigger.
We had great coordination and we had a lot of mutual respect. One of our key guys went and spent about 2-3 months in Moscow, so he was in the office every day there to help with the fine-tuning to make sure that the project was getting off on the right foot in terms of
Gay segue
keeping
gang.
it on track as to how we wanted it.
The game was starting to shape up pretty cool. Like, you can actually find old videos of the original Postal 3 stuff, and it was pretty well done.
Basically, the Postal dude blew up his town of Paradise at the end of Postal 2 Apocalypse Weekend, and he's moved up the road to a town called Catharsis, Arizona. This time around, we're venturing into new territory, which is the console, and we're going to have Xbox 360 and PS3.
Oh, this looks
We're all
decent.
psyched. We're having a blast.
They did a third-person
It's
take on it.
well-funded. The people in Russia are great. A lot of support.
I'm proud to present today Postal 3, a nominee for Best Console and Best Action Game of Show. Postal 3, we promise to give you and deliver to our fans everything they expect. We're introducing a variety, a cast of celebrities.
We had Ron Jeremy.
Huh.
We had Jennifer Walcott, who was a Playboy Playmate.
Do not this up.
Randy Jones, who's the original cowboy from the Village People.
Yeah, look at this city of Catharsis. So pretty.
YMCA. I mean, we had him in the game. All professionals, great creative flow. I mean, this was great shit.
The creative vision for the game was super ambitious. So the business goals were also super ambitious.
They were like, well, we've got
What the
a lot of
fuck?
developers here, we've got a lot of money.
Everything was great for the first 10 or so months.
They're everywhere, dude. Even back then, the filthy furries.
Hi, it's Vince with ShamWow. The buyout comes as fears of a global financial collapse threaten some of the world's biggest financial institutions. Banks from the US, Japan, and the European Union have pumped
The Russian economy has definitely been very hard hit by the global crisis. That we need a big stimulus package. We need to save jobs. We need to keep people in their homes and so forth.
And I'm sure all of you are familiar with the economy tanking.
Aquila started experiencing financial difficulties. As simply as that.
My car was out of gas, unfortunately due to the global economic meltdown. You remember the global economic meltdown?
The Russian economy, which is like completely
Mexon.
oil-based, took a bigger hit than most economies did. The piracy industry in Russia is huge. I mean, like, there were video game stores all over the place, and you couldn't discern the pirate stores from the real stores. Like, there'd be like the actual pirate storefront, and then there'd be like sort of the GameStop right next door. It became very easy for a struggling economy to go from the $3 to $5 store to the $1 to $3 store next door. So all the sales started dropping, and the publishers started just losing money hand over fist.
And therefore, we started experiencing difficulties with simply funding the game. Exactly around the end of the pre-production phase, instead of hiring more people, I actually had to lay off about 1/3 of the people on a single day.
Damn, that sucks.
So now the project started to get diluted in terms of talent.
The developers there weren't getting paid very much money. I mean, the high salaries were laughable compared to ours, and there was other industries in Russia which were taking very different trajectories at the time. Like the banking industry was on its way up, and so all these high-level developers at Akella started to leave. All the programmers left, and then all the artists slowly started leaving, and you know, Akella had hundreds of employees, and so they would just swap out as people
Put
leave.
the bums
and move
in.
somebody else over. Originally, it was the A-Team, and it was this high-quality team. I mean, I can't promise you that the game that they would have released would have been amazing, but it would have been better than what came out, and the A-Team then became the B-Team, and everybody sort of swapped out one by one.
Hello, anyone home? I'm here about the temp job.
They were publishing the game, and they were funding the game, so we had to basically get rid of our developers, too, because they were paying our team.
The project itself started being underfunded, and that was leading to compromises here and there. In the end, I think it was just way too many compromises.
Oh shit, now there's no one left to give me my money.
It's probably time to just kill this project, and no, they wouldn't do it. I mean, they had sunk a couple $1 million into it at that point.
What the hell is going on here? Like, we're not really going to publish this, are we? And the answer is yes, they are. The fact of the matter is, they had
to.
Our balls by the Russian bare hands.
I wouldn't say they were close to done, but they were pretty damn close. And so I guess I understand not wanting to cut your losses when your losses are a couple $1 million and your company's falling down the drain because of the economy. So
to me, it's clear that that was the beginning of a unfortunate decline of Akella, and ended up.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That's unfortunate.
Bankruptcy some years later.
I don't remember how long it was in hiatus.
Just bad timing all around, right?
But it was in hiatus for a while.
We were trying to pull it out and trying to do best we can to actually make it happen.
Because as the project disintegrated, we weren't even seeing the development, the project anymore. I mean, the truth of the matter is, by the time the project was coming out, we hadn't seen it in maybe 6+ months.
We kind of felt bittersweet that, yeah, look, it's not gonna be the game we were envisioning in the beginning, not by any means. We're gonna get some criticism, but on the other hand, it was like, oh God, that's the relief feeling for the time being was prevailing. Like, finally it's over.
You know, I guess the directive was not make the game good, so it'll do well. Finish the game so we can sell it.
This game sucks.
We still had to sell the project. Like, we didn't come out of the gate going, this game sucks, we have nothing to do with it. You know, we're like, okay, they're gonna release something buggy, but they're gonna fix it. Like, they spent a lot of money here. They want to make sure this game has legs. So we packaged up the game here. We actually created a physical Postal 3 edition. We sold a lot of units, but they were fucking broken.
I mean, people fucking bought the game and it didn't even boot up.
Damn.
How's that for a bug?
You know, it's almost a running joke how many people actually played Postal 3. I remember having.
Did it ever get
copies
fixed? Does anyone know if Postal 3 ever got fixed?
out to people, which we did. I think if you ask the number of Postal fans how many of you have actually played it, it would be interesting, to say the least.
Akella had given us the installer discs, and the first installer they gave me just didn't work, and they had to get me a new one, which is fine. It happens. Maybe if I had tested it better before I
own it, but I haven't tried it at all.
Replicator, this wouldn't happen, but it was just like I said, it was another layer in the shit sandwich. And on top of that, the game was broken, and people were reporting to me the game was broken, and all I can do is tell them, because I don't have a team of guys that can fix it. It's not my game, but we're selling it. It's got our name on it. So at the end of the day, the hate comes back to us.
What the fuck is this piece of shit? Why does my butthole hurt? What the fuck?
They put out this patch a couple days after the game launched. It stopped the game from crashing in the opening level.
I remember, I'll be honest, I was disappointed. It was almost like a bunch of Saturday Night Live sketches in terms of segments thrown together that didn't have a clear narrative behind them, and that is not the hallmark of how the Running with Scissors games go.
The criticism we got from fans directly, I honestly believe, is absolutely fair.
I paid $1 and I still feel ripped off.
It's a fucking chore to play it, and it pisses me off that this game is this bad. This I cannot be nice about. This thing fucking sucks.
People didn't like that it was third person. People did not like the art style that we went with. People didn't like the new voice. There was too much emotion. It wasn't serious enough. It's just it wasn't Rick, and that's who they had listened to for so many years. And like, just this is the way it is. Like, Corey's the dude now, and it's probably the brightest spot in the game. He did a really good job.
I'm gonna need some money if I hope to get anything done in this town. Maybe there's some easy work to be found around here.
It seemed mostly to me on the first phone call that he was pretty sold on the tone of my voice, the approach, the ability
Corey
for me
Kandre.
to emote in that manner. And as the dude character, it's got to be something semi-badass, rebellious, angry.
I honestly don't think I was able to do a full review of it because it kept breaking on me and I was not able to get through it.
Thank you.
I can't take a game that's breaking left, right, and center and go out and tell people, yeah, this is great, go and play it.
Vince and me had to figure out what to do. And
Fucking
the real answer was we have to like
water cooler just flipping around.
Denounce this project.
Are we going to disassociate ourselves from Postal 3? Yes, we decided the best thing we could do was to cut that cancer out of our ass.
This could kill our brand.
Dude needs to be sardonic sounding. What does sardonic
Probably would've
mean?
if we didn't do anything about it. If we had stood by it and been like, no, we understand that there's problems, but there was no way to do that. Like, there was no team to contact. The people that we've been friends with for, I don't know, at this point, 6 years they had been our publisher, 7 years, and they've been very good to us. They were basically out of business.
Working on Postal 3 itself, like as a whole experience, is something which I would never trade off. Even though not everything went perfect, it was a great experience.
Mocking
I met a lot of
Disabled,
good
okay.
friends. Everybody should be like praying to have such an experience because it gives you like a very deep understanding of a lot of things.
If you're a chef, you want
Yeah,
somebody
you-
eating your food.
Yeah,
If
you kinda
you're-
hear
if you
that
make
in,
a game, you
Postal
wanna know
2.
that people
You
are
do hear
playing
that.
it. Well, when you devote 2-3 years of your life and the game don't come
I've
out,
come to make a
or even
withdrawal.
worse, it fucking comes out, it don't even play, and that's your credit? That's horrible. Postal 3, thank God it ended. But the good news is, it made the way for Postal 4.
Let's go. Desi and company inadvertently built a mirror for America that will outlive all of us. Running with Scissors set out to make the edgelord schlock, and then the rest of the world made edgelord schlock out of reality. Brock Wilbur.
I think
can't
if
wait
you
to
look
see
at
the new
everything
Postal
that
game, if they make
technology
another
has
one.
brought, and it's brought some incredibly wonderful things. On the most part, I think
2020?
technology
Oh,
has
okay,
brought a
this
lot
is
of
recent.
damage to sociality. You have a generation of people who really don't know how to speak in public to each other. But it's not a question of what some 60-year-old man thinks. It's a question of where things are going. With all the holes in the system, it wouldn't make sense to look at Running with Scissors and say, wow, you're completely guilty, when they followed every regulation, when they did everything they were asked to do. In the end, like it or not, kids are going to decide what they're going to play.
Nine years since Postal 3. Still in Arizona. Dry as fuck.
So you get pictures of Mike Chase.
Wake
on
up
ice skates,
dehydrated.
You get me cleaning my pool.
Exactly.
Wake up dehydrated is 100% true. Just dry as fuck. Water!
That there's some sort of postal curse, or do you feel like there's lingering bad juju sometimes?
I'm not a big believer in curses.
It almost seems like no matter what we do and no matter where we go, there's something working against us. And I don't think there's like an entity operating on the planet Earth that's like, how can we fuck over running with scissors the best?
There aren't many games that have had FBI involvement, being sued by the government, condemned in a dozen countries, et cetera, et cetera. So that probably does single us out in some way.
Sometimes I say to myself when I'm watching like a video where I'm like, oh, Postal will probably be in this video, where it's talking about like significant games in history, and then at the end I'm like, oh, it wasn't in there. I don't know why I expected it to be in there. But then like you watch a bottom 10 video, we're definitely gonna be in there. I mean, that's okay. I mean, that's, like I said, I mean, I have no problem with the fact that that's where we live. You know, we're gutter trolls, man. Come on.
I like it. I respect that.
Here we are, 25 years later, with Postal 4. Pretty fantastic. I mean, I'm super proud of it. It's pretty mind-blowing when you consider all the shit we've been through.
This was after
No
my
regrets.
NPC series had really started to gain traction. I decided, you know, maybe I should start imitating NPCs from different games. I did like a petition one.
Would you like to sign my petition?
No way, you freaking pinko. When I
Huh.
posted that to Twitter, got the attention of Running with Scissors pretty quickly. They retweeted it. They ended up following me back. Eventually, I was talking to Mike J himself, and I told him, hey, I actually work in the game industry, and I'm a 3D artist. And he's like, oh, well, let's see your portfolio. And I showed him. He's like, shit, pretty much got hired on the spot.
Oh! Was that Bioshock?
Told him, hey, I actually work in the game industry, and I'm a 3D artist. And he's like, oh, well, let's see your portfolio. And I showed him.
No, it's not. Okay.
Shit, pretty much got hired on the spot. Got it.
That is awesome. What a awesome way to just like fucking sell merch. Like you grab a bunch of these signs, you fucking put some, you go to the range, put some actual bullet holes in there, and then sell them. That is sick.
Maybe we should put that one on the store site.
Well, see, what I have to do is I have to sign this and the disc and the cover because I'm 60, diabetic, and asthmatic. I could die any time now, and it's worth 3 times as much on eBay if I sign all the parts.
I got an email one day from a guy named Michael. So he sent me clips of the original actors.
Duke Nukem
and I
and
did
Postal
sort of
Dude?
an imitation of them, and he said, no, that's not what we want. We're looking for a really snarky voice. I'm like, well, that's my natural voice. I'm snarky as hell. You should just use my normal voice.
Looks like Champ's found something of interest. Yeah, okay.
And about a day later, I get an email from Mike saying, oh yeah, you're snarky, you got the part.
Damn it, Champ, I thought you were guarding the car. Figures.
I remember looking it up because I was like, okay, like, it sounds cool, but like, you know, I just wanted to make sure, like, if you're gonna put your name in something and be represented in it, like, is this something that, you know, aligns with like my brand and is, you know, not like, I want to make sure it wasn't like problematic or something. So I look it up, and it was the first article was like someone just railing against it, like, this is the most offensive thing I've ever seen. Oh God, like maybe this is not something I want to do. And then I looked into it and I was like, wait, this is hilarious and also so on brand. I was like, okay, this kind of seems like it's up my alley.
You know, I like to down talk what we do. I don't like to pretend like we have something bigger than we do, but it is culturally significant. There are a lot of people that know what it is, and it's said it before. It is super weird to me when people know the thing that I do, and it's odd. It's odd being, I'll call it a footnote of gaming history.
Boston. PAX, dude. Man, I think that was like, bro, we should go to PAX. What the fuck was that? It was this. Does PAX still happen? Yeah, okay. PAX convention. We should do a PAX. Maybe for the next game. PAX East. Let's see, 2026. Does it happen? Seattle. Ugh. It's not East. Boston. Maybe you try one of these, dude. Try going to an indie game festival and go to PAX. It'd be cool to like set up a booth, get some cardboard cutouts, set up a booth for Sam or Ham Sides Punch Out or some shit. Creator Clunk. I don't know.
Man, I have at least over 300 hours on Postal 2. I've been playing for so long, and it's like just a game that if I'm feeling down and, you know, I want to pop some heads in real life, I'll just go on Postal 2 and I pop some heads in the game.
I'm in Boston at PAX
Boston.
East. Great people all around us, thousands of gamers, super fans. One of the crazy things about this show is we got this thing going around the world called coronavirus. And we're showcasing Postal 4.
It feels exactly like Postal. It's just as outrageous. You can still piss on people, you can set people on fire and just cause absolute mayhem for no reason at all.
It's awesome, especially because I like Postal 2 so much. This one reminds me so much of it. I think it's going to be a blast when you guys finish.
What happens when Postal 4 releases? And really, by extension, what does success look like for Running with
Basehead
Scissors?
Popper? Yeah. All right, guys. So I was giving some thought of a controversial video game. You guys know I do like the e-celeb shit, right? What if we make a game like called Parasocial, and you gotta like stalk streamers. You stalk streamers and kidnap them and murder them.
Is it Postal 4 making a lot of
Streamers,
money?
YouTubers.
Is it Postal 4 finally getting the reviews that Mike and Desi have felt like they've deserved all these years, having that victory over everyone that gave them ones and zeros by finally making a good game? Is it just
We have to do it
getting
3D.
Postal 4 out after
Be a
releasing
good title for
Postal
sure.
3 that's
Parasocial.
essentially
Hell yeah.
So bad it's vaporware now. Like that game is so bad it does.
I'd have to talk to Firesickle because I think he's pretty much become my my partner in crime when it comes to this shit. So I'd have to see if he's okay with it. It reminds me of this game called Do Not Feed the Monkeys. It's a good game. Would recommend. I haven't heard of that one. I'll check it out in a second.
I don't think that Running with Scissors is going to survive on controversy. I think they're going to survive on making great games, which is a bit in contrast to the early days where Running with Scissors pretty much got known everywhere because of controversy. So I think when people not our age, when they play these games.
Let's see it. Do Not Feed the Monkeys. A digital voyeur simulator where you watch strangers through surveillance cameras, invade their privacy, and witness their most intimate moments, but don't interact with the subjects. Anything could happen if you dare feed the monkeys. Okay. Oh, it's pixel art. Cool. They got SpongeBob font. Don't chat with him. Never. Oh, that just makes me want to. That looks cool. $2. All right, yeah. You're part of some secret society. You can choose to break the rules and blackmail the subjects.
Tired of your Monday?
They are playing them because they're great games.
Running with Scissors' reputation was that of an independent developer trying to get their game noticed. And one of the ways to get your game noticed is to be extreme. And
True.
While some of the larger publishers probably thought that Running with Scissors was a pain in the ass, independent developers and publishers thought that they were kicking ass and taking names and, you know, fighting for every inch that they could get.
I liked how it was like naughty to play, and it was
Sequel sucks. It's all sci-fi, hard to play because
thing that
nothing
everybody was backlashing
but goofy
against,
references.
and
Okay.
It was so ridiculous and silly, and the humor was fun and juvenile, but it felt like a release in many ways because it's fun to be able to be juvenile and it's fun to be, you know, non-PC and really see the way that they play into that comedy.
I would say that it's absolutely fair that Running with Scissors was made a poster child for video game violence because they actively courted it. They got exactly what they wanted. They wanted to be regressive, outlandish, and controversial, and they achieved that.
It's a little different. I mean, we're again just renting a room in somebody else's business. This time we're inside of an all-state agency, but I arranged it the same, so there's like no culture shock for anybody, even though I'm the only one that really works here.
Glad they enjoy the game, you know, and it seems kind of weird that so many people actually, you know, are into this game like they are. But I would just say, you know, thanks for playing along.
I don't think I could ever give enough credit to our fans. I see our fans as part of our family, and it's why we do what we do.
The fan community for Postal 4 is amazing. It's different than any other fan community I've seen. These fans are extremely passionate. They're also very honest with us. They tell us what they like, what they don't like. We make this game for us, but we make it for them as well.
Playing Postal has helped me through some difficult times in my life.
Postal has changed my life for the better. I used to be really quiet and introverted and stuff like that, and this game has actually helped me pull out of that.
You know, if you know that game you play when you're feeling like stressed, you just want to kind of relax. That's the game series for me.
Good job on not following the trends. Good job on making a unique game, one that stands out, one that isn't afraid to do things its own way, to be controversial, to be crazy and be funny.
Running with Scissors, Vince, Mike, thank you for inspiring me so damn much.
Thank you very much, Vince. Thank you very much, Mike. You have been terrific. I mean, you made my childhood a whole lot more exciting, you could say.
The whole Postal series for me has been very inspirational. I think what they have put together over all these years has definitely been something that the world would have definitely been missing out if they didn't have it.
It's definitely a game made by misfits for misfits, and I consider myself a misfit. It's never gonna win awards, and that's okay, because it doesn't need to. It's just one of those games where you pop it on and you just have some fun being an irredeemable piece of shit in a virtual world, and then you can go to sleep soundly, you know?
Postal — это одна из любимейших игр моего детства, и это был просто взрыв моего мозга, когда я в нее только начала играть.
In terms of how Postal has impacted my life, it's gotten me through tough points in my life where I needed it most, where I needed to vent out my frustrations, where I needed a good laugh, where I just wanted to have fun and just, you know, forget my problems, even just for like an evening or a day. I think it's one of the most important games that I didn't want, but I didn't know I needed.
And now we've become an important part in people's lives. The fans are Running with Scissors family. I really can't even put that in words or describe what it means or how it feels, other than really fucking cool.
I think if there's one redemption arc here for Running with Scissors and the story of what they've been through, it's that they've been through it. Postal 4 is coming out. That's a win. That's just a victory. I got to see those guys when they barely had the lights on and they were individually responding to people for years.
Is Postal 4 any good?
On a game that they didn't make in Postal 3 and just responding to everyone for so long. I think that that's genuinely charming and equally the only reason they're still here. They built a community by just being normal people to absolutely everyone. They're accessible, they're real, and they genuinely give a shit about people. You just don't find that
Mixed
in the
reviews.
rest of this industry.
I came into the industry a huge gamer.
6,000 copies.
Necessarily
40 bucks.
planning
Damn,
for this to be
pretty
my
steep.
career for the rest of my life. You know, I was a cell phone salesman. That's what I did. I met Vince in passing in high school because I went to school with his kid. And then when he asked me to come work for him, I was like, yeah, this should be a cool couple of years traveling around promoting this video game. And now it's my life.
Clearly, Mike's personality is what shines through, and Vince's personality. These guys are both, they're like walking, breathing South Park characters. That ultimately culminates in what the Postal dude is. They're both such sardonic people. And to have that translate into a game, to have your personality.
All right, real quick, ADHD kicking in. Skate, the early access is free. We might have to try that, dude. I was a big fan of the Skate games back in the day. I kind of hate it, not gonna lie. Okay, fair enough. What about Brain Damage? Postal Brain Damage. Is that Running with Scissors as well? Damn, they had a bunch of people working on it. Brain Damage is great. At least like Doom. Oh, the whole point is you're inside Postal Dude's brain. Okay, that's cool. Haha. You got rocket jumps? Oh, that's sick. I like the monsters. It's like Psychonauts meets Doom. Bro, they stole my idea. The minigun fucking hand crank. I did it first. I bought Postal 4 a year ago and it was on sale for 17 bucks. Yeah. The minigun hand crank. I did it first. They stole it. I'm saying it right now. Where's it at? The hand crank. Oh, I don't think I use it here. Hold on. Do I use it in a fucking trailer? Yeah, I do. All right.
Really come through in your art.
And Brain Damage I bought for $9. That gets good sales too. All right.
Period, no matter what.
Yeah, I'll have to scoop it up.
But specifically in Postal is a beautiful thing.
It's really easy to look at Postal and the guys behind it and all of the times that they have just fallen on their face over the years and point and laugh at that, or to point and judge it, or to look at what they were even trying to do in the first place and be like, this sucks, this feels bad, this has bad intentionality, these are maybe bad people by extension. I think that the story of Running with Scissors is that these are a couple of guys just trying their best, and their hope and dream was to do something that makes people happy, and they just keep coming back to it no matter how many times they lose, and lose big. I don't know anyone else that has that tenacity. They just keep coming back to the table. They keep trying to make the same IP over and over again. They are literally the definition of insanity, and there is something so joyful and singular about that. No other game studio in the world has gone bankrupt as many times as Running with Scissors, and then they just keep coming back and saying, let's make more Postal. And I wish that there was more people this broken or happy with what they're doing, or kind enough to be supported by all of these folks. It's weird to say that it would be a better world if there were more people like Vince and Mike, but it's true, and games would be better for it.
It is cool to see it happen. I'm glad we're still around to make this dumb shit that people can laugh at, so.
Final thoughts. Like last rites. To me, it's very simple. Have fun. Enjoy your life. Love your family and friends. Play Postal. Have a blast. And regret nothing.
A symphony of colors guiding me away. A destiny foretold. Heartbreakers never look back. I just wanna love you. Heartbreakers won't come back. I just wanna
After nearly 3 years in early access, Postal 4 was finally released. Stephen Kent still advocates for the discussion of violent video games in the industry. While most studies linking video game violence to real-life aggression are flawed, the consensus that video game violence can offer the chance to discuss the consequences of violent actions. Robert Coffey still compares Postal 2 to syphilis. Zach Ward returned to the role of the Postal Dude, voice acting as an alternate character in Postal 4. Cool. Upon the release of Postal in 1997, the gaming industry is worth $30 billion. It is now valued over $250 billion. After a 7-year hiatus, Rick Hunter made his return to Postal 4. In 2013, again in 2024, UA attempted crowdfund Postal movie sequel. Both campaigns failed to raise their intended goals and were canceled. Damn. In January 2024, Postal 3 was relisted on Steam with major improvements. Nice. Parents murdered of children hosting hundreds of meetings for their grieving parents. Okay. Since the start of production in 2019, there have been over 350 school shootings in the U.S. and counting. True. Despite the controversies with media critics and governments, the Postal series has sold over 10 million copies worldwide. Postal 4 holds the Metacritic score for the worst game of 2022, yet thousands of fans still rated it mostly positive on Steam, the largest video game platform. That's awesome. That was good! That was good shit. I really enjoyed that. Do appreciate the recommendation for going Postal, The Legacy Foretold. That was awesome. Guys, I'm telling you, man, we gotta make Parasocial. We gotta make the Parasocial video game. I think obviously I'd fucking never be able to work anywhere ever again. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second. We got a little bug here. Would line up with the animator clip's name, for instance. Redneck Wife and PC uses Hibbley Wi-Fi down. What? Okay. Yeah, dude. Go. We need the Parasocial game. 12:30. 12:30. I finished what I was gonna do tonight on Gawkbound already. I'm gonna play some Gears, guys. So if you don't stick around, I do appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. But I'm gonna get some Gears of War in. At least a round or two. Tonight's not really my stream night. It's kind of a chill night. But you know, I said we finish it, so very cool, very cool. I'm trying to think how I would do like I'd have to like sit down and like really think about doing like how I would do the Parasocial game. Obviously, I do that first person. It would be 3D. I would do 3D models. They would not look good. I am not a 3D artist. I tried my best with it. Make sure, you know, I would try. I would try my best. I'm definitely not a 3D animator. Luckily, my wife has a little bit of experience with 3D animation. She went to college for it, so I can ask her some tips and tricks. But I mean, where you know one, you might know the other. You just don't use as much squash and stretch for 3D animations. There's no smearing, I don't think. That's mostly 2D, and I can get away with like smearing and shit for 2D pixel art. But thinking like, you know, you play as the character, you like sit down on the computer, you kind of like you can like flip through the fucking. You have like a follow list, right? And it has like all the streamers that you can like stalk and shit. And you go watch them and you like look for subtle clues. You can like write them down and like figure out like where they live. Maybe go on like Kiwi Farms or like pay someone to the docks, you know. And then you go, you kidnap that person, do whatever. Like we'll make it gritty and gory. But once you kill them, like they're live, they're just never alive again. Like it just like shuts off. And then like you go down the list and go to the next streamer that you follow or whatever. I think that'd be funny. It would be like very violent though. Postal at least has like, you know, at least Postal 2 has like more comedic stuff in there, because you're like dealing with like a lot of people, like a lot of NPCs. For Parasocial, like I feel like you'd only be dealing with like just that person. Mango Farms or something, yeah. After getting like 2 or 3 there, could be news articles about Parasocial Killer, and the streamers start adding booby traps. Yeah, good idea. I'll have to talk to Firesickle about it. The one with the arrow has a different prefix than the other. Redneck Idol hat. Oops. Give me a second, I fucked something up. I just gotta make sure he's good with it too. I don't want to put his like job in jeopardy and shit. You know, but he's got anonymity. I don't, for the most part. You know, I'm on camera and shit. My job's pretty chill, so I don't think they'd be too, like, they're not gonna be digging into my my online fucking persona, as long as I'm not like mentioning the company and stuff, you know. Going postal in her. Justin Smith, what's up, man? How you doing? We just finished the documentary. It was really good. It was really good. If you want to watch it, I'll link it for you in chat, or you can come to the Discord. It is in the Discord. About a 2-hour watch, but it was good. Gridlock? Nope, Raven down. Alright, let's go Raven down. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh, yeah, I'm in a sweat lobby. Look at these prestiged. I'm dead. Yeah, I forgot how mad I got at this game yesterday. I don't know why the fuck I'm playing it. Yeah, that's about right. Definitely some stuff I knew about the franchise before watching the doc. But having all of it compiled into a 2-hour movie makes such a nice recommendation. For real. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. No way.
Get up.
No. Playing Silk Song. You're stuck in multiple places right now. I haven't played Silk Song yet. I probably won't. I probably won't. I did like Hollow Knight, but I didn't even beat Hollow Knight. Like, it was, you know, just something I played for during car rides or some shit, you know. Bro, there's no way, dude. How am I fucking? I got no kills. Alright. Fuck that. I ain't trying to sweat like 24/7 in a fucking lobby, dude. Just fucking... Holy shit. I'm not gonna sit there and just fucking play Respawn Simulator. Like, let me play, dude. I like it, but it can get tough. I'm in Act 2 now. Okay. Yeah, fucking... The first Hollow Knight was fun. It was difficult as well. I mean, just Metroidvania, fucking Dark Souls style game, right? It was good, though. Bro, everyone on this fucking Gears of War game sweats, dude. Sweating. And Gears of War 1 fucking sucks. Alright, I'm gonna say it now. Gears 1 fucking sucks in 2025. It's garbage. Where you going, bitch? Go next. Yo, what? Thank you. Come again. Yo, lagging. Oh, I'm dead as fuck. Oh, you fucking bitch. Man. Who? Look at that! That dude's cheating. Nice. Ugh. Fuck off. Ooh. Where's the torque bow? I know it's here. Boom shots back. Ah, wasted it. No way, that just happened. Oh, we just gave it up. I'm down. There you go. Oh, you fucker. No! What? Pick me up. Oh, I fucking jammed. No way. Oh, grenade got me. Damn, I dropped it. Drop torque, drop torque. Got him. Yeesh. Some of these dudes just got some funky ass movement, dude. This Sizz guy, he was like standing on the wall and like jittering back and forth, like shaking his head, like, but super fast and weird looking. Oh, bitch. I didn't expect that. I should have saw it. All right, man. Dead as fuck. Stole the sniper at least. What? Aww. Roses are red, violets are blue, streamer is gay. Shut the fuck up. I don't have a rank for the fourth line. Son of a bitch. What's up, Ted? How you doing? Squid. Oh, we need that. We need that. We need that. Ooh, I love that shot, dude. Oh, they got torque bow. Fuck. No. Woke up on the crack of midnight and got Celsius on the desk, some homo on my screen, and a package of games to plow through before work. What games? What games you playing? Oh, save me. Save me from myself. Shut up. Playing Bananas at DSP style? DSP style with the vest. They got boom shot. Probably a little Final Fantasy 14, a little Switch 2 before Joy Slot. Okay. Oh. Sizz. Alright, alright. Don't wait till that game's on sale. Yeah. It looks fun. I played a little bit of it. Oh shit! I ain't see her. Yeah, $70 games. Fuck that noise, dude. That's wacky. Oh, he scared me. Boom shots back up. We got a dude waiting for a snipe. Jailbroken Switch 2 would be sick, actually. Fuck out of here, dude. Oh! Yeah, we almost scooped up a Switch 2. Like, we came across some extra cash, and my wife was like, she almost said yes. She almost said yes. But I was like, nah, I don't want that. Like, I'd play it a handful of times. Like, I have a Switch. I got a Switch 1, and the only time I really played it was for, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And when the Switch first came out, I played a little bit of the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild. It was alright. Nice. Torque bow's back. First Hyrule Warriors. Ah, you fucker. It's slop, but it's fun. It's a shadow update and runs full 60 FPS on Switch 2, which is nice and more than I can say for Bloodstain. Bloodstain, why does that sound familiar? Is that the, like Castlevania kind of rip? Or like a clone? Oh, fucker. Damn, he got me. It's basically how do we trick these white boys into playing Dynasty Warriors. True. The way they tricked me was the Berserk game. But Samurai Warriors was fire as well. I really like Samurai Warriors. Got him. The Berserk game was how I got into Berserk in general? Really? Yeah, that was a fun one. 39 kills, man. Let's go. I can't believe we won that. This is 58-68, man. He got some fucking... He got some schmooze. He's schmooving on me. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, Bloodstained was that Castlevania-like game. It was bad port for Switch, and even on Switch 2 runs like 12 FPS when in a big room. Is the game even like that taxing? Like how taxing? I'm pretty sure I have Bloodstained. Bloodstained Ritual of Night. This one. Ghost Runner. Ghost Runner was fun. That was a good FPS. Well, it was kind of like, not really an FPS, but it was good. Switch port is just bad? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna play one more, guys, and I got dip. Yeah, like, this thing's been sitting on my desk for a while. Like I said, the only thing I played on it was the Dragon Ball Z RPG, Kakarot, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is really fun. And Pokemon, like Pokemon Hey Pikachu, Hey You Pikachu or some shit. I'm playing with the same fucking people. Postal Doc was good, man. It kind of went through like the whole timeline. Postal 1, 2, 3, the movie, and 4. And yeah, it was really, really enjoyable. It was good. Got your fucking head, bitch. Did he kill himself? I think he killed himself. Oof. Sky, the snipe is pretty damn good. They got torque bow, I think, though. No, we got torque bow. Nice. Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh yeah. Got it.
Damn, pick me up. Oh, you fucking genius. Oh no. Oh shit! Oh, I'm dead as fuck. Damn. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Oh, y'all let him up, dude.
Smoke out.
Killed one. I keep spawning like right next to these fucking retards.
Got it.
Yo, kill this guy, man. You guys are sitting there. I got 2 people on the fucking ring.
Target my mark.
Oh my goodness. Fuck, dude, I got stuck. Idiot. Oh, I'm behind cover. All right.
Smoke out. Enemy mark.
All right. Oh! Why am I standing there? Who fucking knows, dude? Stop pushing the bridge. Go for the next ring. Alright, guys. Alright, I'm fucking out of here, guys. Fuck this fucking game. This game fucking sucks. Everyone on here is a piece of shit, including me. Alright, I am out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for stopping by. Fuck!